Good morning, dear children. I am Mrs. Sitara, your social science teacher. I am very happy to meet you all through this medium. Dear children, we are going to start our Unit 1 in social science today. Yes, do you know what is the name of this unit and what are we going to learn about in this unit? Yes, the unit name is Kingdoms of River. Kingdoms of River. Come children, let us enjoy the lesson. Before going into today's session, let us see what are we going to learn in this unit. Dear children, you know that people in the historic times were wanderers. That is, they used to move from one place to another. And later on, they settled in places where they need not wander around for food and shelter, mainly near the river banks, near the rivers. Now, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the Tamil kingdoms of Sangam age. We will learn about the kingdoms of Sangam age, and we will also know about the great Chera, Chola and Pandyas. Chera, Chola and Pandyas. We will learn how they had their administration, what was the economic and social conditions during the Sangam period. And we will also know about the Kurunila Mannargal. My dear children, let us learn what is the saying about the Chera, Chola, Pandya and Pallava kings. These were the important kings of the Sangam age. The owner of a scepter without bent is the Chera king. Scepter is the stick or the wand which the king or the emperor hold. You have seen a long stick with them. That is scepter. The wealth of rice bowl of Tanjavur is the Chola king. The pearl of breathtaking Muttamil is the Pandya king. The chariot of cave temples is the Pallava king. You are the gold of Tamil Nadu and lions of Tamil soil. So the kings Chera, Chola, Pandya as well as Pallava are the lions of our motherland, Tamil soil. Now let us learn about the introduction. Dear children, in ancient period, people settled and started living along the river banks. Why do you think? Because it was easy for them to grow crops there, that they could get water, and there were many trees. So they could get food. They produced agricultural crops. They reared cattle in the pasture land. So living along the river banks, living the sides of the river, it was easy for them to produce the crops, and they could rear cattle, that is cow, goat, in the lands because grass was easily available near the river banks. So the people wanted to settle or live along the river banks. In this way, kingdoms of early Chera, Chola and Pandya and other kingdoms emerged along the rivers. So we can see that Chera, Chola, Pandya and not only them, other kingdoms also emerged along the rivers. Now let us see which were the rivers which are important to these great kingdoms. The Cheras lived along the river banks of Poigai. Cheras along the river bank of Poigai. Chola along Kaveri. Pandyas near river Vaigai. Pallavas near Palar. Cheras, Poigai. Cholas, Kaveri. Pandyas, Vaigai. Pallavas, Palar. Shall we learn the spellings? Cheras, Cheras, Cheras. Poigai, Poigai, Poigai. Cholas, Cholas, Cholas. Kaveri, Cauvery, Kaveri. Pandyas, Pandyas, Pandyas. Vaigai, Vaigai, Vaigai. Pallavas, Pallavas, Pallavas. Palar, Palar, Palar. Now let us learn about the Cheras. Dear children, Cheras were the forerunners of the Moovendargal who ruled on the banks of river Poigai, and their capital city was Vanji. Forerunner, Forunner. Forerunner is a person that precedes the coming or development of someone or something. So they were the foremost people or kings or crowned rulers of the Moovendargal. Moovendargal, Moovendhargal. So Moovendargal were there and Cheras was the first among them. Moovendargal means 3 crowned princes or 3 crowned rulers, and these rulers ruled on the banks of river Poigai. They lived along the banks of river Poigai, and their capital city was Vanji, Vanji, Vanji. The Chera country comprised of the present western districts of Erode, Tirupur, Coimbatore and Nilgiris. So they were consisting of the present districts of Erode, Tirupur, Coimbatore and Nilgiris. And not only these, from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, parts of Kerala was also a part of it. The Chera country was called Chera Nadu. Chera Nadu. Cheranadu. Chera Nadu. Which were the districts, present districts that were part of Chera Nadu? It was Erode, Tirupur, Coimbatore, Nilgiris as well as Kerala. The major part of Chera Nadu was surrounded by high mountains. So it had great protection because it was surrounded by very tall, high mountains. The greatest rulers among the kings of Chera Nadu were Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan, Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan and his son Senguttuvan. So 2 great rulers were there, and the important, very, very important rulers were Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan and his son Senguttuvan. Imayavaramban, Imayavaramban, Imayavaramban. Neduncheraladan, Neduncheraladan. Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan and his son Senguttuvan, Senguttuvan. Dear children, the Chera king Neduncheraladan conquered up to the Himalayas. He conquered till the Himalayas. He had the Himalayas as his boundary. Hence he got the name Imayavaramban, which means beloved of gods, or one who had Himalaya as his boundary. And after conquering up to Himalayas, he hoisted the flag with the symbol of bow and arrow. He hoisted the Chera flag, which is consisting of bow and arrow there. Therefore, he was hailed with the title Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan. So he was called as Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan. Dear sir, the able ruler Cheran Senguttuvan erected the statue of Kannagi. you know, you would have heard the story of Kannaki, and the Chera ruler erected her statue, and a temple also was built called as Mangala Devi Kannagi temple. And this temple of Kannagi was built by the stones brought from the Himalayas after defeating King Kanaga Vijaya. So, Cheran Senguvuttuvan defeated the king Kanaga Vijaya and brought stones from Himalayas to build the Kannaki temple. It is also said that these stones were brought to Cheranadu on the heads of the captive soldiers. So soldiers who were defeated in the war had to carry the stones from Himalayas to Cheranadu to build a temple for Kannaki. Now dear children, how do we know about all these stories? And this can be understood from the epic Silappatikaram, 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 written by Senguttuvan's brother Ilango Vadigal. So who wrote Silappatikaram? It was written by Ilango Vadigal, who was a brother of Senguttuvan's. And also Paditru Patru, Paditru helps to know about the Chera kings during the Sangam period. Now Paditru is having the 10 sections of poems, each dedicated about the rulers of Chera. So we get information about the Chera kings during the Sangam period from the epic Silappatikaram by Ilango Vadigal as well as from the Paditru Pata. Now the important things of Chera kingdoms are: river is Poigai, the capital of Cheras was Vanji, they had port called as Thundi and Musiri, and flag had bow and arrow. So, Chera river was Poigai, P-O-I-G-I, Poigai. Capital of Chera was Vanji, V-A-N-J-I, Vanji. The port, there were two ports for Cheras, they were Thondi and Musiri, T-H-O-N-D-I, Thondi and Musiri, M-U-S-I-R-I. And the flag had bow and arrow. Time to have a recap. In this session, dear children, we discussed about the Cheras. We learned that Cheras were the forerunners of Movendargal, who ruled on the banks of river Poigai with their capital as Vanji. The greatest rulers among the kings of Cheranadu were Imayavaramban Neduncherladan and his son Senguttuvan. The Chera king Neduncherladan conquered up to Himalayas and hoisted the flag there. Therefore, he was hailed with the title Imayavaramban. Another Chera ruler, Cheran Senguttuvan, erected the statue of Kannagi and built a temple in her name. And he brought stones from Himalayas after defeating the king Kanaga Vijaya. We get information about the Chera kings from the epic Silappatikaram written by Ilango Vadigal, who was Senguttuvan's brother, as well as Patripata, which contains 10 poems on the Chera kings. The Cheras had their river Poigai, capital Vanji, port Thundi and Musiri, and the flag had bow and arrow. Dear children, in the next session we will discuss about the Cholas. Time to move on to worksheet number 1. Roman number 1, fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas were called dash. Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas were called dash. Question number 2. Answer the following. First one. Who were the greatest kings of early Cheras? Who were the greatest kings of early Cheras? Number 2. Name the epic written by Ilango Vadigal. Name the epic written by Ilango Vadigal. Dear children, worksheet has to be written as test. You have to read the lesson, learn, and then write the worksheet as test and send it to my WhatsApp number. It's time to wind up today's session. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.